I think somewhere. Big board. Anyone wants to go see if there's any. I've driven one of them. Previously, they've done 20 parts at so we've got the t-shirt on, there's a piece of paper certificate to served on it. Do you want to remove my engine? Yes, please. Just for 16 seconds. Design scheme class for the main for him designed 3 other classes earlier on. For the Tilbury line. That's a reprint, it's not first edition. Up, looks like we're ready to go. Bike's nice and warm. Josh will be Josh happy.
So, Josh on his way in. Oh, I thought he was going. He's teasing us. He's scaring us a little bit there. So, going to have a couple of little practice jumps, get a little feel for it. Then we'll have an introduction. After the introduction, we're then going to start with some easy tricks. After the easy tricks, we're going to go to a few harder tricks. And hopefully after that, we'll get on with the show. I thought it was going to go then. Absolutely roasting yesterday, so today's nice little bit cooler when you've got all your motorbike kit on. It's a bit nicer being a bit cooler. So, Josh on his way in. First jump from Josh. Jump number 1 from Josh. Oh, absolutely perfect there from Josh, going a little bit long. Absolutely perfect there with that one. We'll have one more of those. Get a little feel for it. Lovely stuff there from Josh.
Ferguson TF20, 1955, and it's John Rushton. And I believe you've had this tractor from new, so it's your 70th anniversary, and it's your birthday as well. Many representatives of both, birthday, anniversary.
This one won the PV prize trophy last year for the best 1930 to 19... And 32, Ferguson TD20.
Charles White, and 6-volt petrol. Yes. Can't read numbers. 4-day-10, 1947, and this is Sue Hudson, and it's a US import. Oh dear. Right, 12. Fordson Standard N, 1943, Matthew Newbury.
And it won the Bygones trophy in 2023. Number 87. There's a Ford 4000 1968 and belongs to John Elliott, who's driving. Number 92.
And 32, Ferguson TD20, 1952 Island car, fitted with a Corvalol Ferguson sap lifter. I'm a job shape that one. And it won the Ferguson Trophy in 2023. There's a Ford 4000 1968 and belongs to John Elliott, who's driving. Move back. That way.
Coming down. David Brown, 1971, Matthew Newbury. Second for the victory, same from now. This one is just one today. Fitted with the victory, stay dry power. This one is just one today or this weekend. Yeah, this is a petrol one. So I lost the place as well. David Brown 1991. This is one we've posted for the best David Brown with the weekly time show this weekend. You can't do it again. Tell you what, when you go, just send me one.
Lost my place as well. David Brown 1971 Matthew Newbury. This is won the trophy for the best David Brown with the weekly prize company this weekend. Can't do it again. Tell you what.
Number 98. David Brown, 1978, John Elliott, home from you and restored in.
Right, number 98. David Brown, 12-10, 1978, John Elliott, home from you and restored in 2021. Then before, the Cormac International B250, 1958.
Number 68 is going to be coming through. It's a Ford Stone Rovers, roll 96.
What's happening?
We've got a bit of a crossover. Number 68 is going to be coming through.
That's a Ford Roadless J2. And it belongs to Philip Kerr, being given by Statfold, I remember. Yeah. Hang on a second. And this one has won. Yeah. Hang on, Spencer. And this one has won the mixed basket trophy for the best crawler in 2024. They also won with the Ford Supernova in 2023, and now they've done it again. Yeah, for the best crawler, so Spencer, move to the middle when you've done. Andy! International B4 1967, and that's Katie Ball. I have to work for 24 hours a day. 105, John Deere 2040S, 1985. Alice Taylor Stern. Can you do it? Can you do the restoration number 90? International 134, 1969. Thomas Sorry. Right, Harry, you've got to do a circuit and then pull into the middle, you have, I've been told. So you do a circuit, everybody else will just straight out, but yeah. This is a full scenic showman's engine owned by Robinson. From Wollerton, Nottingham. It's a scenic showman's engine on site of the IDG ready. C-type wagon, B Western. Everybody else is just straight down, but yeah. Okay. Is a Brown and May traction engine, J. Robinson called the Bruce. Brown and May built their full-size engines at Device in Wiltshire. 47. There's a Sentinel S4 wagon. 47. There's a Sentinel S4 wagon. 8 Foster. Completing the covering of the candles, chairs and milk. Have you got any bars of chocolate on board? Oh look, I'll have to leave it later working for next time. 43. There's a Borough traction engine, heat motors. Okay, thank you. An Altin traction engine, RK. Hobson, 24. There's a Garrett traction engine, Where are they? Yeah. It's warm for us today. There's a Foden C-Wagon, C-type wagon, Mickey Western. And B57, R. Foster. I've just been told that you're to do a circuit and then move into the middle. Okay, let's do the circuit. Locomotive owned by Mr. Venn from Norfolk. Mr. Edison with a Borough traction engine. Well, got a bit of smoke on the job. They're determined to send me out back on. And we've got the Walker family from Retford with the Burrell Showman tank. And they need a lot of detail to drive them. 32 is a Foster traction engine, high badging. What got that? And Team Sicklebank with a Bowden C-type steam lorry. Regular attendance at the rallies around the East Midlands. Oh, goodness me. Just when I thought the day couldn't get any worse. With a Foster traction engine. And we've got the Roberts family now with a full road locomotive. Determined to run me over. You're not in the will, so you need to run over. Borrow double crank, high Clipston. There we go. B7, now this is the last small one. The time and effort goes into presenting these machines. And they need a lot of detail to drive them. 32 is a Foster traction engine, high budget. Very good, sir. And Team Tricklebank with a Bowden C-type steam lorry. Regular attenders at the rallies around the East Midlands. Oh, goodness me. Just when I thought my day couldn't get any worse. Good afternoon, John. Not here today, mate. John Cook from Lincoln with a Foster traction engine. And we've got the Roberts family now with a Burrell road locomotive. Luke seems determined to run me over. You're not in the will, so you need 31. Where are we? Burrell double crack, high Clipston. There we go. B7, now this is a nice little small one. It's a Foster traction engine, deep, also 28 from the northeast. It's a Fowler ploughing engine. It's a ploughing engine. It's got a cable underneath the boiler barrel. All right. 69 is a Savage little Samson tractor owned by Mr. Webb. 44 Headball from Syston, Leicestershire with a Burrell Scenic Showman's engine. Are you alright? Good. 52 is a Bowden C-type wagon, R&J Grice. From the northeast is a Fowler ploughing engine, which is ploughing engine. It's got a cable underneath the water barrel. Alright. 69 is a Savage little Samson tractor. It's a McLaren road locomotive, B. Buckley. Clive Ball with a Garrett traction engine. It's just been rechristened Yam Yam. Clive will probably tell you why that is, but yeah, Yam Yam. This is down as a Garrett, the black engine, but it's not. What sort is it then? Alfred Dorman. They built their engines in Norfolk, did they? King's Lynn. Yeah, oh, I'm getting better. B30. There's a Foster traction engine owned by J. Bruce. I can't interview you today. I've not got my other mic, Betty. Ball from Syston, Leicestershire with a Burrell Scenic Showman's engine. 52 is a Bowden C-type wagon, R&J Drive. It's a McLaren road locomotive, B. Buckley. Clive Ball with a Garrett traction engine. Why that is, but yeah, Yam Yam. This is down as a Garrett black engine, but it's not. What sort is it then?
Alfred Dorman, they built their engines in Norfolk, did they? King's Lynn, oh, I'm getting better. B30. There's a Foster traction engine owned by J. Booth. I can't interview you today, I've not got me other mic, but it's a Foster double crank compound road locomotive T-Baldwin from Derbyshire. Now we've got the Burnley family. Is owned by Alan Atkinson from Preston in Lancashire. So that's a long distance traveller. Standard family with a Foden steam lorry from Ruston in Northamptonshire. Yeah, this one, big Fowler road locomotive. As you can see, the original locomotive worked for Spur Inman of Wakefield. It actually, when it was built, it had rubber blocks on the back wheels for working in the centre of Wakefield town centre. Atkinson steam lorry. Chocolate on board. Well look, I'll have to leave it for you to work it for next time. 43. Standard family with a Foden steam lorry from Bristol, Northamptonshire. 21 is a model traction engine owned by P. Fairhurst. 75 is a Foden C-type steam wagon owned by Mr. Baker from Ashfield, Notts. With a model traction engine, it's called Paddling. Good afternoon, Craig. Yes, thank you. Oh, the top hat. Can you get me out? 42. Just up the page, I think. 42 is a Brown and May traction engine, Kate Fenimore. 27. 27 is a McLaren road locomotive, C. Smith. 75 is a Foden C-type steam wagon owned by Mr. Baker. Now these are pretty fast, these machines, you know, so they can do 10 miles an hour and get them out on the road, so you have to be well in control of them. 66 6-inch Alchin, yeah, I've just got to keep flipping this sheet over. J. Redburn with a 6-inch Alchin, 15. There's a Burrow traction engine, D and A Redgate. Nice workman like Burrow, B40. Is a Burrow traction engine, D. Fleming. Good afternoon. The Worlditch family have been regulars at rallies for many years now. I can remember how then. Hey, from Derby with a Foden steam lorry. Are you on the month away? Ah, great passport scan. Paul Riley soon. 51, the Burrow traction engine. You know, you're a commentator's nut. But we've been in past the dog show. We think it's 33 is a Fowler X5 traction engine. Good, it's called Big Dog. And what about the Big Dog? Is that good? B4. B4 is it? Good, yeah, you're right, having a good weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, these miniatures are absolutely superb. There's a lot of time and effort goes into presenting them.
68. There's a Tasker Little Giant Tractor, 8 Wilson. Tasker's built their large steam vehicles at Andover.
We're training the daughter. She owns it. There you are, you see, you can be a lady steam engine owner. There's a Burrow traction engine, Kate Cole. Venus. You alright? Does it behave itself? Good. 18. Foster traction engine, Vicky Marsa. Alright, Vicky. Are we enjoying the sun? Good. And the breeze. It's been warm here over the last few days. 68.
In Boston. That's B60. I'm not too bad, thank you. Yeah, Simpkins family, yeah. Yeah, I'll keep going, you know. Another visitor from the north, isn't it? North east. And 71. Now we've got Rob Selby. What's this one, Rob? What is it? A beer wagon. Oh, I'm pleased to know you. Well done. Right, now before we move the mini...
Mark Adams now. Nice little engine here. Mark's owned it for a number of years. Good steamer, Mark. Just as I say that, and I'll put the curse on it. No, I'll not have it. 6 years of Foster traction. Yeah, I'll keep going, you know. Another visitor from the north, isn't it? North east. And 71. 71 Chandler. Ruston and Brompton, maybe one of those have built their engines in Lincolnshire. And Mark. This one actually did the end-to-end run, 1,000 mile. So with this little engine they covered, he's just told me it was 100 mile a day with it. So that's no mean thing with a very nice Burrow show there. What is it? A beer wagon. Oh, I'm pleased to know you. Well done. Right, now before we move the miniature engines out, we've got to... Where's John? Right, get your presentation done, John. We've got to move it on. Right. So there are a number of trophies to be presented. That's it.
You've got to keep that polished up, Harry, and fill it with champagne. Yeah, what a fine sight, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've got another late one. Some of them, I don't think they can get up in the mornings. 53. Good afternoon. Nice to see you. To see you nice. That's what they say, isn't it? Where are we? 53. There's a Burrow traction engine, general purpose.
That's it, don't run me over, my dog. I can't bounce up like I used to do. Actually, this particular engine that's just come by me with the Charles Openshaw on the canopy top is a replica of an engine that Joey Walker from Derby owns. It's very nice. I think it's only having this about first or second time. It's a traction engine called Fiery Liars. A Ruston and Broke traction.
David and his late father, Harry Farmer. Interesting thing about this is when it was first restored some years ago, David actually told me that it took 7,002 hours to restore it to the condition you see it today. Yeah, Rustons, they were once again the Lincoln steam engine builders. And afternoon, Nick, all right? Is it better than a Foster? No? Have you been press ganged into that? Oh dear. Right, now we have a Ruston and Hornsby steamroller. Towed by Thomas Baines from Lincoln.
It finished its life in a scrapyard belonging to Edwards of Swindon.
This one is a Ruston prop called the Modeler. The ledge on the canopy top tells you it worked for Uri, Strath, Thornton, Horncastle in Lincolnshire. Finished its life with Acton and Sons of New Bolingbroke. Came into preservation with a gentleman called Alfie Joy from Lincoln. Then it came out this way to a steeplejack from Nottingham called Jack Stubbins.
Yeah, Rustons, they were once again the Lincoln steam engine builders. And it's had a number of owners in preservation. But now, as I say, it's with Thomas Baines of Lincoln.
And as I say, it's now with Thomas Baines from Lincoln. Now we have an engine owned by Guy Gibbs from Cromford. Good afternoon, Guy. All under control, are we? Single cylinder power flowing engine. Guy told me yesterday that this particular engine is 150 years old this year, so it's got a special pine box to celebrate it.
And then it went to the Ingle family of Ram near Market Raisin. And as I say, it's now with Thomas Baines from Lincoln. Now we have an engine owned by Guy Gibbs from Cromford. Good afternoon, Guy. All under control, are we? Single cylinder power ploughing engine. Guy, tell me.
Perfect. They were amusement caterers from the North East, worked along with its sister engine Renown. This one has the latest number 15652
1920. Boroughs of East Lee, which is just down the road. In later life, they changed to Beebe Brothers.
The engines of East Lee, which is just down the road. In later life, they changed to Beebe Brothers. The engine became redundant and finished up as a pile of bricks and was sold to the British in the late 1980s. Went down Cornwall Way,
Houston, from Breaston near it's had a number of owners in preservation. It actually started its life down south, but eventually moved up into the northeast, to the northwest when it was owned by a school teacher called Peter Startle. He's been with the Gibson family for a number of years now. Evelyn and Porter steam tractor. Evelyn and Porter built their engines at Rochester in Kent. This one actually started its working life as a road roller. It worked for Southern Rural District Council in Warwickshire. It later became part of a fleet of steamrollers at Westwood Heath, Coventry. It was acquired by the Henton family, George Henton, in 1952 and was actually rebuilt as a tractor as we see it today. It's had a number of rebuilds since then. So that is the little Evelyn and Porter tractor owned by the Henton family. Actually got under his first Rempstone rally way back in 1964. Now we have a fleet of steamrollers at Westwood Heath, Coventry. It was acquired by the Henson family, George Henson, in 1952. Was actually rebuilt with the tractor as we see it today. It's had a number of rebuilds since then. So that is the little Avon and Porter tractor owned by the Henson family. Actually, was entered its first Rempstone rally way back in 1960. This clockwork. And I'll put the kiss of death on that. Right, Avon and Porter steamroller. This one's an ex-Leicestershire County Council, worked for Bilston Rural District Council in the sort of East Leicestershire, the other side of Leicester. Rescued from a scrapyard by the late Reverend Teddy Ross. Owned for a number of years now by Michael Stokes in Desford. That's the Avon and Porter steamroller. A Fowler traction engine now. This is one of those engines that actually appeared at the first Rempstone rally way back in 1956 when it was owned by a gentleman called Statfold. Good afternoon, Malcolm Pugh with a Avon and Porter steamroller built in 1930. This one actually went out to sea. A Fowler traction engine now. This is one of those engines that actually appeared at the first Rempstone rally way back in 19. One of the last engines to thresh in that particular part of the county. As I say, it came into Jack Ford's ownership. Jack was one of the early preservationists. He came from, went new to a Mr. T. Baker in Berkshire, used on threshing duties. Are we still for sale? Right, if you want to buy a steamroller, don't all rush at once. This one actually went out to Ceylon, or Sri Lanka as we know it. Single speed steamroller, but since Malcolm's acquired it, he acquired it from the Inlander of Shed, Malcolm's had an extra gear fitted on it to make it that little bit quicker. Are we still for sale? Right, if you want to buy a steamroller, don't all rush at once, but Malcolm's decided it's time to buy a company called My Hallowell. Number of owners since then, but in the early 2000s, it was purchased by the Jacobs family and fully restored. I like the sunglasses, I like the blues brothers. Fresh in that particular part of the county. As I say, it came into Jack Ford's ownership. Jack was one of the early preservationists. He came from there to Loco, Leicestershire. Jack passed away, his son Bill Ford ran it for a number of years, but it became derelict. Bill sold it to a Mr. Jameson. It moved into Scotland and it finished up with a public works contractor there called Donald C. Stewart. At their dispersal sale it was sold in 1975. It's eventually finished up with Ian Caulfield from Carsington. For example, this one went new to the Acton board in London. When it was new, it cost £410, which at that time of the year was a lot of money. As the years moved on, it moved into Scotland. It finished up with a public works contractor there called Donald C. Stewart, where it was painted with faces all over it. It was one that the kids played on when they went to the hospital there. It was rescued for preservation by a gentleman from North Derbyshire called Mike Hallowell. Number of owners since then, but in the early 2000s, now we have a Sentinel steam lorry. Sentinel's built road vehicles at Shrewsbury. This one's an S4 type. It's an Elsa, built by Fowlers. This one is wanted, and it's been with the Knight family since 1959. And it's nice to see him back at Rempstone Rally. It was one of those who attended quite a number of the early Rempstone rallies. Now we have a Sentinel steam lorry. Sentinel's built road vehicles at Shrewsbury. This one, National Dots for George Davis and Sons. And
it worked right up until the late 1950s when it came into preservation with the Williamson family, who still own it to this day. As I say, it's a fairly fast type of steam vehicle. It'll easily do 30 miles an hour. The blue attraction engine came into preservation in 1964 with a gentleman called Jack Harley from Sheridan in Helmet near Leeds. It was acquired about a year later by Ted and Elsa Sampson from Stetsley, England, and fitted with the rubber tyres, so it'll be a little bit easier to manoeuvre on the road. Now we have Russell Inman, reservation, and it's been with Russell for, well, some 20 odd years now. Russell from North Nottinghamshire. I'll try and remember that, Stuart. Now we have another long distance visit to Rempstone Rally. This was owned by an Evelyn and Porter roller that was owned by Richards of Newport in Monmouth. I should remember how many, but I've just forgot. something like 40 years. I'll try and remember that, Stuart. Now we have another long distance visit to Rempstone Rally. This was owned by an Evelyn and Porter roller that was owned by Richards of Newport in Monmouthshire. This one actually worked. Owned by Richard Jeffs from the West Midlands. To manoeuvre on the road. Now we have Russell Inman with his power roller called Benjamin Queen. Well, for those of you who are not geographical minded, the Benjamin Hills were just around the ready where it worked on road work. So the number of owners in preservation. It's been with Loco that we built batch of four, one of the batch of four that we built for Herefordshire County Council. Emily and Jamie have owned it for over 12 years now. We've done a lot of road work. Very nice performance on the road on a very quick engine. And yet another engine making its first time appearance here at Rempstone Rally. Pride of Hamley Castle is called. Hamley Castle is, this one was an Essex engine from the West Midlands. Also on a first time visit here, this was an ex-road engine that was, a road engine that was used actually in Fowler's Works. And it was owned by went new to Mr. Jones, worked for Till Brothers. At their sale in 1949 was acquired by one of our early preservationists, Neville Nanish. It was kept by him right up until his death a few years ago. It's now owned by the Preston family. We have lots of tyres, nice steel wheels. And that's on a first time visit here as well. So that's nice. Bowden steam lorry 77680 is only recently been acquired by the current owners. Nice Borough engine in original condition, no rubber tyres, nice steel wheels. And following on from that we have a Bowden steam lorry, complete. If you'd ever been to the Great Dorset Steam Fair, you would have seen that it featured in the big World War I display there. That's on a first time visit here as well. So that's nice. Bowden steam lorry 77680 to make this number. Now we have, can you handle that? Just about, he says. Yeah, nice Borough engine. Now we have the Coke family with the Fowler T3 type tractor. This one worked for Oliver Partington, who were paper makers from Blossom. There were four of these engines. They would haul the timber to the rallies around the East Midlands. These little T3 tractors have a very nice turn of speed. But we can't show it up at the minute because the rings getting wrong. It's been with the Coke family since 1980. And this too is a regular performer at rallies around the an engine that bought a steam roller called Skipping, yeah, because this one went down to Sydney, Australia to work from the makers. It's returned to this country, and John was giving it a summer outing. a few steam rallies. Nice to see him back here at Rempstone. John Summerscale, called Anchor, an early engine into preservation as well. Owned for many years by a gentleman called Alan Kennedy. Okay, here to Shepperton. It was painted in some bright yellow and red colours. It's now owned by
It's returned to this country, and John is painted in some bright yellow and red colours. It's now owned by David Bosworth from Brackley Gate near Ilkeston.
we have a carriage 4CD tractor 1918 build. This one went into the war department. It was converted to a show armor. A lot of engines went to the war department, used by them in the war effort. By the early 1940s it had gone to the Cuthbert family of Sheffield. Oh, you're alright, kids. Yeah.
Nottinghamshire is called the Mighty Atom. Now we have the Maris family with a big Fowler Road locomotive. Oh, Fiona, you're alright, kids. Yeah.
As you can see on the canopy top, they were some of the last operators of road steam vehicles in the Sheffield area. Well, in fact, I think they were the last working operators of steam vehicles. Dressing engines, etc. Defiance. Owned by steam vehicles, not too many of them, at Huntsley in West Yorkshire. It's a 2-ton example. Now this was actually found as a pile of bits in South Wales. It was actually restored by another early preservationist, John Barley. It's had a further restoration by the War family from Sheffield. It's just an handful of this Jackson Wisconsin crude machine, T3 type. This one's had a number of owners in preservation, mainly in Shropshire and Worcestershire, and now lives in Cheshire with the Corbett family. We work for Coulson's and Park Royal London, big haulage engine. After being owned by Kev Frost in Norfolk for a number of years, it was actually sold to Germany, and it's been restored by a tender at Rempstone rallies now. Thomasville, Patterson with Nessie. Now then, you probably understand that Nessie is the name of the Loch Ness Monster, and this one actually worked in Scotland for A.M. Carmichael, as you can see from the ledges on the canopy top, Dunblade, the roads round there, and it's had the ignominy of finishing up in Loch Ness. It was rescued from there some years ago by a gentleman called Mr. Crapper, and it's over the last few years it's had a complete restoration by the current owner, Thomas Fields Patterson, after use. Mr. Hutchinson acquired it a few years ago, and it's been rallied by some of his workers now, so that's the Burrell Showman's Tractor Outlaw. Now we have a 1904 built Foster Wellington tractor, owned by Abigail Wilson, being driven by her father, David Ragsdale. Good afternoon, David. 10 years, not 10 minutes. Oh dear. Yeah. All right. Right, now we have a very early built McLaren traction engine. McLaren came into preservation with a gentleman who did so much for the world of preservation, one called John Crawley from Bedford. I don't know whether they're trying to run me over. Don't you like me anymore? Them old McLarens are slow though, ain't they? It's probably going slow, Chris, because you've got Robert steering it. Give him a better chance. Oh, but
HR who we've got here. It's the Tomlinson engine for a birthday present. I mean, just imagine that, getting that for a birthday present. Yeah. Right, so, well, ladies and gentlemen, let's give all these people with these engines a big round of applause for bringing their engines to the Rempstone Steam and Country Show. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've got some prizes to give out. Have you got your board then, Dan? And well, that's brilliant, right? So, right, we'll just do a one at a time then. Right, first of all we have the JTBB trophy that's won by Guy and Helen Debs from Gromford. Well done. The increase in the president of the Rempstone Traction Engine Club, complete with other vocal strike, probably, eh? Well, I don't know your fault then. Anyway,